And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, we are here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. And there is quite a few bits and pieces to go over, actually. To be fair, there's been a player who, of course, retired. There's a player that's been confirmed as an exit. And, of course, Arne Slot has been given the green light to spark immediate negotiations over a midfielder deal. So we'll discuss that, of course, a little bit later on. But let's go through this one first, of course, as it was confirmed by the club. Liverpool tabled a contract extension to Adrian this summer, but the Spaniard had decided to leave Liverpool and is expected to return to his home country after 5 years at Anfield. The club had hoped to keep the Spaniard and sign him to an extended deal, having already bid farewell to key members of their goalkeeping department in the wake of losing Jurgen Klopp. But the 37-year-old stalled on any further agreement, and his terms having expired on July 1st, Adrian has now officially bid farewell. He's expected to join former club Real Betis on a free transfer. Early reports claimed his deal would include a guarantee that he will continue working at the club once he hangs up his boots. Adrian will fill a homegrown spot in the Spanish side squad, having come through the club's academy. He spent 15 years at Betis before joining West Ham in 2013. Adrian made the move to Anfield in 2019 and made 26 appearances for Liverpool, with his role in the Super Cup triumph in 2019 the standout. He then later featured in the first team in the 2022 Community Shield win over Manchester City, a rare outing, having long assumed the role of third-choice goalkeeper behind Alisson and Kelleher. The Spaniard was a key presence in the dressing room, and with the coaches John Achterberg and Jack Robinson having already left, it was hoped he would stay on to limit further upheaval. The 37-year-old leaves the club with a hope to fill in the transfer window ahead on the arrival of a new goalkeeping coach, Fabio Notte. So again, no surprise there that Adrian is going to be leaving, but that was now officially confirmed by the football club. And now after this rejection, guys, a young goalkeeper, Jaros, is set to be promoted to third choice. As I said, now with Jaros going to third choice as the third choice goalkeeper, it's good news because he takes up a homegrown spot in our Liverpool squad. For those of you that are confused with regards to the homegrown thing, you've got to have a certain amount of homegrown players to be able to be able to be eligible to play in UEFA competitions, the Premier League and all these kind of things. Jaros, I know he's not English, but he counts as a homegrown, a part of that homegrown quota, and now will take up the position as third choice goalkeeper, which now allows us another slot to bring in a non-homegrown player. So if we're looking at the transfer window, I think we only had the option to have two. We only had space for two more non-homegrown players, so we could only make two foreign export signings. However, that now takes up to three after Adrian's left and Jaros has been promoted. So some good news, I suppose, on that front. And to be fair, with a third choice goalkeeper, yes, Adrian is a safe pair of hands. Yes, he has experience and all these kind of things. We don't want to be wasting the non-homegrown spot on a third-choice goalkeeper, in my opinion, but it now allows us to go out there and go get somebody else in through the door. Now, Curtis Jones, guys, has been one of the first-team players that has been in pre-season. Of course, we are now at day 4 of the Arne Slot era in pre-season, and Curtis Jones' name was readily heard throughout training on pre-season day 3, with the midfielder making an early impression on his new head coach. Jones started just one of Liverpool's last 6 of the season and was named in the England preliminary squad for the Euros before he took off on his summer break. The 23-year-old was among the first to report back for pre-season, and footage from day 3 under Arne Slot offered a positive indication of his intentions in the coming campaign. In game situations on the outdoor pitches at the AXA training centre, Jones featured heavily with his pressing and finishing, which was lauded by his teammates and coaching staff. Good timing, Curtis, and good work rate freely came from the sidelines as Slot and his assistant Spike Kushov watched on and called out throughout. The head coach could be heard name-checking Curtis multiple times throughout the Sunday session, filmed by the club's cameras, where the praise or instruction, could we have a new teacher's pet on our hands. The dressing room always joked Alexis McAllister quickly became Jurgen Klopp, so do not discount it. After injury saw his 2023-2024 season fizzle out, a full pre-season will be welcome boost for Jones and Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp noted his importance to the side in January when lauding his off-the-ball work, saying his pressing counter-pressing, meanwhile he set to the level actually how it should look. The Reds have 30 players report for day 3 on Sunday, a squad boosted by academy players with 15 senior players either on holiday or still competing in an international tournament. Jadon Danns, Lewis Comas, Callum Scanlon, Harvey Blair, Trey Ione, Amara Nalalo, Kieran Robertson and Dominic Corliss were among the academy contingent. Harvey Elliott was involved in the session while Mohamed Salah and Wataru Endo are only to report at the start of the coming week. The squad took part in the exercises inside the XA training centre before getting the balls out on the outside pitches for competitive drills. So day 3, or going now into day 4, and Curtis Jones is a player that has been making a lasting impact so far on the coaching staff. So maybe one to watch there. I do think Curtis is a great player for us. Now moving on to today's main subject of today's video, guys, as stated, we have been given a green light to agree a midfield deal, and whilst no, it's not a transfer incoming just yet, like you guys are all thirsty for, it is with regards to a contract offer. Now a lot of the talk has been, you know, a next stage is, you know, tie down Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, and Virgil van Dijk, but we have now got a confirmation now in terms of that Liverpool are set for immediate talks with Bobby Clark over a contract extension, and that Liverpool will be agreeing his terms. This comes from reports today stating that Liverpool will be going into negotiations with the player and are set to open up contract talks with Bobby Clark next week as the Reds look to tie down the youngster to a new long-term deal. Now already there with regards to Bobby Clark and kind of see what's happening with him, just because RB Salzburg, Glasgow Rangers have all been linked with a move for him in the last sort of 24 hours. It does look like a loan deal, so what Liverpool will likely do is offer him a new contract now. He's had a bit of first team experience with the Liverpool team, impressed, but it's more about going and getting more game time now. So new contract extension, and then we'll be shipped out to the door probably on a loan period. And if you're looking at RB Salzburg under Pep Linders, you know, knows the player well, has emphasis on youth players, would be a good move for him, a team that dominate the league. And then the same with Glasgow Rangers in the Scottish Premiership, a team that, you know, competing for prizes, playing at the top level, Champions League and all these kind of things. It would be a good move for his sort of progression. So that's the green light there, and Bobby Clark will be looking to agree new terms and sign a new contract before eventually probably going out on a loan move. And at this early stage, it is RB Salzburg and Glasgow Rangers that are linked with a move for the player. So some big news there with regards to Bobby Clark, and congratulations is in order. It's not confirmed yet, but talks will set to begin this week, or next week, should I say. Now, moving on, guys, Thiago yesterday, of course, announced his retirement, and it was a shock to me, to be honest. I did feel like he was going to probably be going out to Saudi Arabia, or maybe going somewhere else to his homeland. I thought he had maybe a little bit of football in him. I know he's had battled with his injuries, but sometimes you want to kind of go out your own way. He wasn't able to, and he'd probably be going into coaching. But some shock news there with regards to Thiago, but a great player and one of my favourite players of this modern era. Shame he was injured as a Liverpool player towards the end of his career. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts with regards to Bobby Clark getting a new contract and them agreeing a deal for this midfielder, and then do let me know your thoughts on his next moves. Do you think he should go to RB Salzburg or Glasgow Rangers, and why? That, guys, brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.